Good day everyone. My name is Japet Aguelo, and today I will be presenting to you a report on the 2021 Kaseya ransomware attack, which had a significant global impact. Let's start. Kaseya is a Miami-based company specializing in IT management and security solutions. It was founded in 2001 by Mark Sutherland and Paul Wong. It offers a suite of products designed to help manage, secure, and backup IT systems. Kaseya was targeted in a massive attack that affected hundreds of organizations worldwide. The attack exploited vulnerabilities in Kaseya's Virtual System Administrator software, or VSA, used by managed service providers, or the MSPs. The Revil ransomware group was behind the attack, marking it as one of the largest supply chain ransomware incidents. So, how did it happen? The attack began with the exploitation of a zero-day vulnerability in Kaseya's VSA software. The vulnerability allowed the attackers to gain remote access to Kaseya's servers and inject ransomware into the system of their clients. The attackers used this access to deploy ransomware to Kaseya's clients who used VSA for IT management. This ransomware was capable of encrypting critical files, rendering them inaccessible until a ransom was paid. So, why did it happen? The breach occurred because Kaseya failed to detect and patch the vulnerability in a timely manner. The flaw, which had been identified in earlier security audits but not adequately addressed, was exploited by the attackers. Furthermore, many of Kaseya's MSP clients did not have the necessary cybersecurity defenses to stop the ransomware from spreading once it entered their systems. So, how did it affect Kaseya? First, the financial impact. The estimated cost of the attack exceeded $70 million, with Kaseya and its client incurring significant recovery costs. Of course, they also faced legal costs, potential fines, and the damage to its reputation. Next is the operational impact. Many organizations, including small businesses and government entities, faced prolonged operational downtime. Of course, the affected businesses were unable to function normally for extended periods of time. The reputational damage. Kaseya's reputation suffered as clients lost trust in its security practices. So the trust in Kaseya's security was significantly damaged. There's also the regulatory scrutiny. The incident sparked investigations into Kaseya's cybersecurity and the vulnerabilities in third-party software used by the MSPs. Once the attack was discovered, Kaseya quickly shut down its VSA servers and worked with the cybersecurity experts to mitigate the damage. So, we'll also talk about the risk anatomy analysis of the incident. I'll tell you the I'll tell you the actor, their motive and means, the opportunity they had, Kaseya's weakness, its outcome, and of course their response to the breach. So first is the actor. The Revil ransomware group, believed to be based in Russia, is responsible for the Kaseya attack. Revil is known for its use of ransomware as a service, or RAS or RAAS, and has been involved in a series of high-profile ransomware attacks targeting various industries. Their motive? The primary motive of the attackers was financial gain through ransom payments. They encrypted the systems of Kaseya and its clients and demanded a ransom for the encryption keys. The group also used the attacks as leverage for extorting higher ransoms from affected parties by targeting a large number of systems. Their means, Revil, as I said earlier, Revil exploited a zero-day vulnerability in the Kaseya VSA software. The attackers leveraged the vulnerability to gain unauthorized access to the VSA server and injected ransomware into the systems of Kaseya clients. This allowed them to encrypt the data of hundreds of businesses using the service. So next is the opportunity, weakness, and unwanted income. The opportunity is the attackers took advantage of Kaseya's critical vulnerability soft in their software, which had not been patched by many organizations. Since Kaseya provided IT management services to numerous MSPs, the breach had the opportunity to spread rapidly across multiple organizations. Their weakness is, or Kaseya's weakness is, its failure to detect and patch the vulnerability in a timely manner because it allowed the attackers to exploit it. Additionally, many affected MSPs did not have adequate defenses to prevent the malware from spreading once it entered their networks. The unwanted outcome, of course, is the breach resulted in the encryption of thousands of files across many organizations, disrupting normal business operations. Some businesses were forced to halt operation for days or weeks as they dealt with the attack's aftermath. So, next is the response and security requirements violated. Their response was Kaseya responded by shutting down its VSA servers to prevent further infections. The company also released a patch to address the vulnerability. Law enforcement agencies, including the FBI and CISA, became involved in the investigation, and Kaseya worked to help affected customers recover from the attack. So the security requirements violated. The ransomware attack primarily violated confidentiality and availability. The attackers encrypted sensitive data, making it inaccessible, and disrupted the normal functioning of IT systems. Although the integrity of the data was not directly altered, the attackers' control over the systems prevented their normal operation. So this attack highlights the critical risks posed by vulnerabilities in third-party software and the need for robust cybersecurity measures. To prevent future incidents, businesses must focus on proactive patch management, adopting a zero-trust security model, and improving incident response plans. So the next slides will be the recommendations for some company or for the company to prevent such incidents. So first is timely patch management. Companies should implement a proactive approach to patching vulnerabilities, especially in critical software. Next would be the zero trust security model. Implement a zero trust approach, ensuring strict access controls and continuous monitoring. This model actually assumes that no user or system, whether inside or outside the network, is inherently trustworthy. Next would be the regular security audits and penetration testing, of course. Conduct regular audits to identify potential vulnerabilities before they are exploited. Next would be the advanced threat detection. Use advanced detection tools to identify and respond to ransomware threats in real time. Next would be the backup and disaster recovery. Ensure regular encrypted backups are stored securely to mitigate the impact of attacks. And last but not the least, vendor risk management. Assess the cybersecurity practices of third-party vendors, especially MSPs, to reduce the risk of supply chain attacks. By following these recommendations, organizations can strengthen their defenses against ransomware and reduce the potential damage caused by such cyber attacks. So that's it for me. Thank you so much for your attention, guys, and God bless everyone.